Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about a phrase that many students have to know, global citizen. Throughout my presentation, I will use my own opinion to answer questions related to GC, to me and to us. Now let's get it started. I have divided the speech today into three parts. Number one, I will talk about global citizen and questions. Then we move to problems, and finally is my message. So what is GC? There are lots of definitions about GC. According to Sputnik Education, in reality, GC are people who usually visit many countries in the world, or they probably have many nationalities. They not only usually directly interact with people who come from other countries, but also know well about the country's culture where people are from. Especially, GCs usually have an international income which is 10 times higher in comparison with the average income of Vietnamese people. And they also have a great impact on many kinds of sectors. Likely, Wikipedia said GC is also a phenomenon that basically changed concepts and values in terms of borders, territories, politics, cultures, and etc. So, am I a GC? Due to what I have just presented, I believe that I'm on the way to become a global citizen. Although I haven't visited many countries in the world, I don't have a high or international income, and I have only one nationality. I usually contact with other people from other countries through my part-time jobs, an online teacher for foreign people studying Vietnamese, and a hostel receptionist. I'm now also taking an intercultural communication course, and I believe I know more and more different cultures in the world. I know what countries we should take off our shoes when we come in people's houses. I know what countries we shouldn't use our left hands to eat food. I know what brings back luck in England. I also know what brings luck in Asian countries. Moreover, according to my teacher, it is simple to be a GC. Phones, laptops we use, food we eat, books we read, videos we watch. As long as we do these things, we are members of global citizen community. And these things are also features to recognize someone as a global citizen too, in my opinion. On the way being a GCs, I also think I need to improve my skills. So what are they? To Genesis, an elementary school in Hanoi, Vietnam, GC had to learn how to respect themselves and others, regardless of where they are from. They also said GCs, especially young people, how to be dynamic, flexible, dedicated, and proactive. These young people need to have problem-solving skill, decision-making skill, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration skill, which help them have decisions quickly and accurately when they need to work in groups. These skills are becoming more and more essential to success in the workplace as well as in their life. Do you wonder what a GC care about? A global citizen is also someone who has an awareness of the world and how human actions can impact on it. They are curious about the environment, nature, human cultures, geology, economy, and how they all connect with each other. They also have a desire to positively contribute to communities to improve life for others. Next part, we will find out what problems we are facing. First, the world is facing global environment issues like habitat and biodiversity loss, ocean conservation, water scarcity, food security, major global health issue, global child health and primary education, and others like the need for gender equality or empowerment work in Africa. Similarly, Vietnam is also facing problems in society, especially population growth, gender imbalance, high disparity between birth and death rates, and the lack of jobs. Migration to big cities in such works leads pressure on social infrastructure, increasing urban poverty, unsatisfactory quality of migrants' life, or degradation of our natural environment. Significantly, the COVID-19 pandemic is still raging and causing great consequences in recent years. When it comes to Vietnamese youngsters, they are facing these problems. The first one, be lazy to read. The majority of today's youth read less than prior generations. Why? They don't want to read because they don't want to. Except for textbooks at school, some young people do not read at all. They have hundreds, thousands of reasons to justify their problems, such as everyone has hobby, reading requires us to think, energies, lots of words, causing them to fall asleep. Every famous novel is now adapted into a movie, and watching movies, of course, is more enjoyable. A lot of homework, no time, or simply dislike reading. Then, independent thinking. The limited ability to think independently of a young Vietnamese student is mainly due to the outdated educational method of Vietnam that has existed for a long time. In foreign countries, teachers tend to teach very little, mainly for students to sit in groups to discuss, express opinions, analyze, comment. Vietnamese education, on the other hand, is primarily passive. Teachers lecture and explain while students listen and absorb with little or no discussion or debate. This method of teaching and learning is used in 12 years at school and then at university, causing students to lose their ability to express themselves and give their own point of views. Number 3, run after unreal values. The development of information technology, especially the internet, has had the impact of changing the way of thinking, even behavior of young Vietnamese people. They run after real values that greatly affect the economy, health, spirit, and perfect personality development. The pursuit of these unreal values also makes many young people become addicted to online games, chess, Facebook, leading to unpredictable physical and mental consequences, including murder. And finally, insensitivity. Insensitivity is defined as a mental state in which people lack feelings for things and events that occur around them, such as sadness, pain, and loss. Even though they are bookworms, some students seem unconcerned about what is going on around them. They have no idea who the current president is or who the prime minister is. Is education too demanding, causing them to devote the majority of their time to completing tasks and chasing scores? Talking about my own problems, it would be the COVID-19 pandemic. It's caused a number of bad consequences for me, including study online, which I believe is less effective than learning at school in person. COVID also has an impact on my daily life because I always have to be aware of my surroundings and put a mask on my face. I believe that in common Cần Thơ University or second foreign language, students should study harder to enhance their English because it's a language that probably every global citizen speaks. More important, study more about the cultures of other countries around the world since it will help you become a better thesis. Travel to nations outside Vietnam if you have the opportunity because practical experience always brings knowledge that theory cannot.